What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Cleveland Browns video for you guys. And you already know what this video is going to be about. You see the title, right? The NFL draft is over. And aside from the Dylan Gabriel pick, which kind of perplexed everybody on Browns Twitter, the Browns had a pretty good draft. But, yeah, you can't help but notice a couple things missing, right? They didn't bother to address two of their bigger needs heading into the offseason: wide receiver and safety, right? Taking a look at the current wide receiver situation for the Cleveland Browns, just going to come right out and say it's probably the worst receiving core in the NFL as it stands right now. Because all you really have is Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman. That's really it. And Cedric's coming off a major concussion that forced him to miss the last part of the season. Is he truly going to be fully back from that? No. So until we see if he's really back, it's really just Jerry Jeudy and a bunch of just random NPC dudes. Jamari Thrash, Michael Woods, David Bell, Hayden Davis. And the only wide receiver that you signed was DeAndre Carter. And he's technically just our return man for punts and kicks. We're not going to see him much at receiver. Andrew, what is your motive here? You went through most of free agency, right? March, April. You went through the draft. And you didn't even address the receiving core. Like, come on, man. I will say, you did a great job fortifying the trenches, right? You went out in the draft. You got not one, but two stud running backs. So it's true. Stefanski ball really is back in Cleveland, right? We're not going to be that air it out team anymore. We're going to be a ground and pound, punch you in the face team. I mean, good luck stopping Quinshon Judkins and Dylan Sampson for a full 4 quarters. And I thought Chubb and Hunt was fun. Now, those two are going to be even more fun because they're way younger, too. Man, that's going to be fun to watch. And then, of course, they got 2 quarterbacks for some reason, because one wasn't enough. But I seriously can't believe they looked at this receiving core heading into the draft and said, you know what? We're good. Good. You don't need to draft a receiver. No. Good. Some good receivers out there. No, let's double down on quarterback. Right? And then you look at the safety position. That might be even worse, because it's a lot thinner. I only have 4 legit safeties right now: Grant Talbot, Ronnie Hickman, Chris Edmonds, and Trey Dean. Now, Nick Needham, I guess, can play safety technically, but really, if we see him playing safety, we might be cooked. He's decent, but man, it's one of those guys. It's like you see him on the field, there's probably injuries, or, the guys just suck. I don't know. Let's see how he does, though. Barry, I want to know what your motive was for this offseason, right? This dude really looked at our receiving core up and down and said, we're good. Now, as far as the purpose of this video, I'm going to go through some potential free agent targets, as well as a couple of trade targets for the Browns, who could hopefully fortify this receiving core. Now that the draft is over, and I guess comp pick stuff's going on and everything, I'm sure prices have dropped drastically on free agents because they're just trying to get on the field at this point. I think we could definitely sign 1 or 2 receivers and maybe trade for one. I don't know. I just want to see us fortify this damn receiving core. I do not want to see this receiving core as is heading into training camp. Like, come on now. Like, if we go into week 1 With this receiving core as is, it's a massive failure. This would be giving me major 2016, 2017 vibes, where we only really had like one or two good receivers. Right? Last year, we had Judy, Cooper, and Moore. Now it's Judy, Tillman, Thrash. I mean, Judy's a dog, obviously. I see dog a lot, if you guys haven't realized. I mean, I am crazy dog after all. So I know a dog when I see one. If it's just Jerry Judy and Cedric Tillman, what are we doing? What are we doing, Andrew? Come on now. Get serious. Right? Stop trolling. Now, looking at some potential free agent wide receiver targets for the Browns, courtesy of Spot Track, obviously Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper. That's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. Deontay Johnson, no. Robert Woods wouldn't be a bad option. Nelson Aguilar, DJ Chark, Tyler Boyd, and of course Elijah Moore. I mean, there are definitely way more options, but these are like the top tier guys that are available. What I really see is maybe one wide receiver one. That's Keenan. And I guess Amari too. Although he looked like ass in Buffalo. Let's be real. You have a couple wide receiver twos and Deontay and Robert. The rest are really receiver threes. We kind of need like a wide receiver one or even a wide receiver 1B to go with Jerry. So we'll see what they do there. Now, the interesting thing is the potential trade targets. Because right off the bat, you go on Brown's Twitter, and the first names that come up are Packers wide receivers Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. Now, looking at their background and stuff, Christian is 25 and Romeo is 25, but he just turned 25, whereas Christian's about to turn 26. So yeah, they're kind of in that age parameter that Andrew Berry loves to follow so much, right? He loves his receivers and players in general that are just, getting into their second contract. He loves those types. As far as stats go, they're very productive. Christian Watson's coming off a season where he played in and started 15 games, had 620 yards, only 2 touchdowns. And Romeo, he's coming off a season where he played in 13, started 12 games, had 601 yards, 4 touchdowns. Not too bad. Not too bad. But if you ask me, if there's one receiver out there that could be had via trade, that I would 100,000% be all in on trying to get, it's without a doubt Chris Olave. Just because he's a Buckeye. But he is again, he is an absolute dog. I mean, this dude was a baller at Ohio State. And unfortunately, he has to deal with Derek Carr's, whatever you want to call that situation. He has to deal with Derek Carr. Yeah. Oh, so you want him to come to Cleveland to deal with Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett or one of the rookies. Hey, I know one thing. If Chris Olave had Shador throwing him the ball, he'd light it up. I mean, you guys did see what Shador did at Colorado, right? With those weapons, he could air it out. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the nation last year. He throws dimes all day. Call him Shadime. Okay, that's enough. But yeah, you look at Chris Olave's production. He's only 24. He'll be turning 25 in June. He's coming off a season where he battled, I believe, a concussion. 8 games, 8 starts, 400 yards, 1 touchdown. Yeah. Bozo Garrett Carr threw a hospital ball and got my dude Chris Olave wrecked. Come on now, Derek. What the heck, man? You're hurting my dude. Yeah. Oh, man. That's probably the most concerning thing about Chris. Injuries, concussions, which we already deal with that with Cedric. On a Buckeye fan level, I would love to bring in Chris Olave. I know some Browns fans talk about Garrett Wilson. They're not getting rid of Garrett. Not after they just brought in Justin Fields. No, they're not doing that. I mean, I'm sure there's some other guys out there that aren't really being talked about, you know, but I think those are just three of the most premier trade targets for the Browns at this point. I'm sure there's other names out there as well, but I know the Browns will definitely be looking for receiver trade targets. They're going to be scouring the market. They have to. Like, there is no way you can go into training camp with their receiving core as is. It's crazy, man. It's insane. Absolutely insane. See what this one tweet says. So, someone asked, what receiver would the Browns target in a trade? Someone said DJ Moore, Christian Watson. Someone said Michael Pittman. I mean, no, it's not going to happen. They're not getting rid of him. Romeo Dobbs, Watson, a lot of Christian Watsons. Yeah. Honestly, I would even call up Tampa Bay. Let me see what Tampa Bay's freaking receiving core looks like, because they went hog wild in the draft and stuff with receivers. My God. They have how many receivers? 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 receivers. I'm calling them up about at least like Sterling Shepard or something. Damn. Jalen McMillan. Something. Right? Shepard wouldn't even be bad. Right? Heck, I wouldn't even be mad with like a Trey Palmer. Oh, no, I'm thinking like Jalen McMillan, Sterling Shepard, right? Something. Because anything's better than what we have right now. I think if we're going to trade for a receiver, I think the Packers have exactly what we need. Either Watson or Dobbs. One of those two. Some people say like Jalen Reed or Jaden Reed. Now you're speaking my language. Well, yeah. Because I'm going to take a look at their receiving core now. Green Bay, they have as many receivers as Tampa. Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Wicks. Wouldn't even be mad if we looked at Dontavian Wicks, maybe. Bo Melton. Yeah, I think if I was going to go after a receiver, it'd be Dobbs or Watson because they're coming up on a contract. And I don't know if Green Bay's going to pay both. I mean, pay one, and then whatever one you're not going to pay, give to us. Pay them. Right? Yeah. But I'm sure they'll have something figured out. It's just so funny because you look at Tampa, like 12 receivers. Green Bay has 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. You look at the Browns. I'm counting the undrafted free agent that they signed, Gage Larverdane. You got him? They have 8 receivers. Usually, heading into camp season, you'd have like double digits 12, 13, 14, heck, 15. The hell do we only have 8? Here we have 5 freaking quarterbacks. Well, I know obviously we're not going to get rid of Deshaun because Yeah, we're not trying to deal with that dead cat, but still. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? Guess we'll have to wait and see. So if they do make a move at receiver, trade, or free agent signing, if it's notable, I'll have a video for it. You already know. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. And I'll see you guys tonight for game 4. Cavs and Heat. Can the Cavs put it away tonight? Hopefully they can. And we can rest up for a couple days before the second round starts. So, yeah. With that being said, as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. See you guys tonight. Go Browns. I'm Crazy Dog. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who would you want to see the Browns sign or trade for at receiver? And we'll see what happens. See you guys tonight. Go Browns. Go Cavs. Go Guardians, I guess. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye-bye.